Hello everyone, Joe Thatcher here with Midwest Military Equipment out of Washington, Missouri. Behind me here is a M936A2 BMY wrecker truck. Don't get a lot of these in anymore. These used to be kind of one of our bread and butter trucks, the 900 series truck. So we just recently got this one in. It actually came from a municipality that owned it prior to us. It's a 2012 overhauled truck, which a lot of the trucks that we used to see come through the shop, you know, were 2010, 2008s. Very rarely do we ever get any 2012 rebuilds. It was a Red River Army Readiness Rebuild Program, so that's actually a government rebuild program where they take the trucks in, they disassemble them, they refurbish them. Anything that shows any major signs of wear or potential problems, they go ahead and replace. It's had less than 1,000 miles put on it since that overhaul. The 900 series trucks, they either came with a 250 Cummins or an 8.3 Cummins. The 8.3 liter Cummins engine was actually turbocharged. So this unit, being an A2 truck, has the turbocharged 8.3 liter Cummins. It's got the 1400 R20s. These are a Michelin. Michelin's, I really like the XZLs. They do phenomenal on and off road. The Goodyears were a little more aggressive tire, and then the Michelin XLs were a very aggressive tire. The XZLs are kind of your best all-around tire. There you can see something that's been added to this truck is a swinging step here. That is not original, but a nice feature for getting in and out of the cab. You can see here is the rebuild date. It was April of 2012 when it was overhauled. You also have the RAD sticker there and another sticker up on the dash that calls out the mileage certificate. As you can see, the interior for a truck built in the 90s is very, very clean. A lot of 900 series trucks came with factory soft tops. This one actually has an OEM steel hard top. Going over the crane, it's a 17-foot reach, 10,000 pound capacity crane with manual outriggers. So these outriggers, they unpin, slide out, and they're a screw type jack outrigger. So these will actually spin these plates, and that's what will run the outriggers down. We've currently got the cable winch tight here just so that way it's not loose. These are your boom holds, so these will actually fold up. You pull this pin here, they'll fold up there onto the main boom. You can see that bracket there with the clip, so those will fold out of the way. This is just simply in the lock position. You've got work lights on both the boom and the control station itself. Something important that I should have hit on is the operator control station, very utilitarian. You got 4 knobs there. You got your boom up, boom down, hoist up, hoist down. You've got your crowd, which is your in and out, and then you've got your boom swing left and boom swing right. This crane will swing almost all the way back into the cab on either side. You've got a storage box here on the side of the vehicle, and then at the rear, this particular unit does not have the diggers with it, but some of the 936s came equipped with what's called a digger. They would go into these points here. What this would do is they would dig into the dirt, hence the name digger. And then when you're winching with a 35,000 pound winch, it would keep the truck from rolling. This truck does weigh right at about 36,000 pounds as it sits right now. So this 35,000 pound winch, I mean, unless you're running through a snatch block, you're gonna have a hard time budging the truck. The diggers, you know, are a very long, heavy piece, kind of a 2-man job to handle. So a lot of people that do have them on their trucks necessarily don't always need to use them. So just because this truck does not have those diggers does not mean you cannot utilize this beast of a 35,000 pound winch. The 35,000 pound winch controls are here on the side of the truck. You've got your wind and unwind, and then it's actually a 2-speed winch system. So you've got a high and a low, and then it's a pneumatic cable tensioning switch. So you turn this switch on to tension the cable, turn that off. So if you're wanting to unline the winch quick and you've got somebody pulling on it or you're pulling it out with another vehicle, you're able to hit this tension off switch and then do the unwind in a high speed and unwind it. This truck has dual fuel tanks as well. They're 58-gallon tank. I believe they're 55 or 58-gallon tanks. Air dryer's located right there on the side. The spare tire mounts up behind the cab. A little bit different style mount than a cargo truck. Overall, the crane and boom and the winches, we've run them, tested them, verified that they're all working. We've changed the engine oil. We've changed the fuel filters on this truck. The engine, I'll pull the hood open here in a second. You can see it is very clean. I'll open up this passenger side door so you can see the interior of the truck. The batteries have been replaced in the truck as well. So overall, very, very clean. You can see by all the rubber, I'd consider it 80 to 85% tread. Some people might say 90. I'm just going to say that, you know, they're all within that 80 to 85% tread range. All the lights, turn signals, gauges, everything work. On the front here, this is a hydraulic driven winch. It's a 20,000 pound front capacity winch. So you're able to set this up. You've got two shackles, top and bottom. So if you did want to run the winch out and run it back to itself through a snatch block to double that pulling capacity, you're able to do so. The lead on this winch, I believe, is right at 100 feet. The front bumper, you see these on the front bumpers, this was actually added, probably a military job for sure, because these are tank pads that somebody had bolted. We get a lot of questions on what are these in the front bumper, because a cargo truck like a 925 with a winch does not have these plates right here. These plates are actually weights, they're counterweights to help offset the weight of the crane on the back of the truck. To pull the hood open, we've already got the hood latches undone. I'll undo this clip here, fold this over, lean over the front. You can pull the hood open. Important thing when pulling the hood open is this pin right here. You always want to put it back in. That way if the wind blows, this thing is not coming undone and looking at you. Over on this side of the truck, you can see you've got transmission auxiliary filter. You've got the oil filter, alternator, engine oil dipstick is down there by the starter. This particular truck actually has a block heater on it too. The plug-in's there. You can see remove the rear freeze plug on the engine to install that block heater. All the lights are incandescent on this truck. We do offer LED lighting. If you wanted to change out the lights to LED, we do have a complete kit that would satisfy all the lights on this truck. And then this side, you can see the injection pump, fuel primer pump, water separator filter, and the primary fuel filter is down here. One thing that has been removed on this engine, which we've seen quite a few, they seem to have a tendency to go bad, is the electronic fuel kill has been removed. So you just have to use the manual kill on the dash. That's what you see, that weather pack connector up there that is not currently hooked to anything. But we do have a clean on-road use title for this truck. We've test driven it, ran through all the operations and aspects of the vehicle to make sure that everything is functioning as it should. So here's a chance to get a really nice, clean 900 series truck. Don't see a lot of these like this in this sort of condition anymore. So be sure to like and subscribe to our channel and check us out online at Midwest Military Equipment for more awesome trucks. Thanks for watching.